This thing has the best combination of power, speed and range that you can find as of now. This is the Commander Pro 50S electric unicycle. I've been riding this wheel for many weeks now. Stick around and I'll tell you if that's an electric unicycle that you need. Hello guys and welcome to another video. The Commander Pro was my favorite wheel of 2023. Extreme Bull is a sister brand from Bigod that is often used to make copies of Lipperkim wheels. The Commander Pro was made to compete against the Sherman S. This wheel was often looked down and unfairly reviewed. Over the batches, it got upgraded and it ended up as a well-balanced and powerful wheel. The Commander Pro 50S is the upgrade of the Commander Pro. Extreme Bull decided to upgrade the wheel with the best parts that Bigod can offer. Is this a wheel that you need, or is it worth upgrading from the Commander Pro? In this video, I'm gonna go through the specs of that wheel, and then I will tell you what I like and don't like about the Commander Pro 50S, and finally, I'll give you my conclusions about this electric unicycle. First, as always, a big shout out to Jason and Ewheels. If you want to get this electric unicycle, there is a link in the description down below. Using my link really helps the channel as well. Also, gentle reminder to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any new review. Thank you guys. The Commander Pro 50S is a 134 volts wheel. It is equipped with a C40 high torque motor, the same that you can find on the EX30. The wheel has Samsung 50S battery packs with a capacity of 3600 Wh. It means that the wheel has a lot of range. This EUC is also equipped with a hydraulic suspension with a 90mm functional travel. The motherboard of the wheel has also been beefed up. Design-wise, the wheel has a boxy shape, the side panels are in metal, all black. At the front of the wheel you have two headlights that perform quite well. You can also find a red CNC bumper. This one is completed with two plastic bumpers that can also serve as a kickstand. At the back there is a red CNC bumper and a mudguard. At the top of the wheel you can find the basic display. There is also a big CNC red trolley handle, and on each side of the top of the wheel you can find light pads. The Commander Pro 50S is also equipped with spiked pedals, and the pedals hangers are adjustable. Finally, the wheel is delivered with a CST racing tire. Let's see now the things I like about the Commander Pro 50S. I like the design of the Commander Pro 50S. The boxy shape is very practical. It doesn't disturb your legs while riding. The back handle has been updated. You can grab the wheel better. The trolley handle is bigger and more useful. They also change a bit the taillight color. The X30 rim gives the wheel a more sporty look that I don't dislike. The pedals of the wheel are grippy, and with their original look they complete the wheel very well. Honestly, just check the videos of this wheel. It looks really great. The Commander Pro 50S has a battery capacity of 3600 Wh. It means that you're gonna get a lot of range riding this electric unicycle, and that's something I like a lot. The past year I've been riding smaller wheels, and not having enough range was quite a concern for me. With the Commander Pro 50S, that's not an issue anymore. You can ride and ride and ride until you get tired. Also, the C40 motor on this wheel is quite thirsty, so it's always good to have a lot of battery capacity. This wheel is really balanced, it's incredible. Riding this wheel at slow speed or high speed, I was never disturbed by any sort of top heaviness. The Commander Pro 50S is heavy and balanced. It stays plenty on the road, and that's a good thing. This wheel has also adjustable pedals. The thing is, when you look at the wheel, you don't think these pedals are adjustable, because each pedal hanger is held with 8 screws. You can only lower them, but if you try that, you realize that you can only use 4 screws. So my first reflex was that these hangers are not adjustable. but in reality on the back of the hangers you have cutouts that are made to accommodate the hangers in a lower position. I don't really know why you can only use 4 screws instead of 8, but it's not a big deal. On the Master, the hangers I held with 4 screws as well. When I did this, I was really shocked. The wheel was completely transformed. It became way more nimble, way more stable at low speed, at high speed. And that's why I advocate for every EUC maker to make adjustable pedals on their new wheels. Being able to customize the height of your pedals by default and at no expense is a welcome addition in my opinion. The Commander Pro 50S is delivered with a hydraulic suspension. It is in my opinion the best type of suspension you can get in an EUC. Extreme Bull never officially gave ratings on their suspensions. For example, with Lipperkim you got 58, 62, 66 pounds suspensions. For Extreme Bull, all I know is that when you order your wheel you can get it with a soft or stiff suspension, nothing else. On this unit I think the suspension is soft. It does the job, I can't complain about it. The rebound could be better, but it is good enough. I'd rather get this than a cold spring suspension like on Big Odd wheels. I absolutely like the ride feel of the Commander Pro 50S. I already mentioned the great balance of the wheel, but there is more to that. With the newest Big Odd and Extreme Bull wheels, there's a lot of customization that you can do with the Big Odd app. And these customizations would completely transform the behavior of the wheel. The first level of customization that you can do is obviously the pedals modes. There's nothing new to that. Then you have the 2 modes that you can change. You have the racing mode and the off-road mode. In off-road mode, the pedals will be extremely hard. If you like hard pedals, this mode is for you. In racing mode, the pedals will turn softer. The goal for this is to be able to accelerate better. The pedals will help you with that. I'm a soft mode rider, so this is my preferred mode. Then you have this third level of customization. This is a new feature from Big Odd. It's called magnetic weakening. You can graduate the magnetic weakening from 0 to 9. 9 being the maximum value for magnetic weakening. The free-spin top speed of the Commander Pro 50S is usually 72 miles per hour, but when you set the magnetic weakening to the maximum value, it changes to 93 miles per hour. This is purely insane. On the standard Commander Pro, I could reach a top speed of 55 miles per hour with a PWM of around 86%. In this speedrun, I've managed to hit almost 55 miles per hour. The wheel started to beep at around 52-53 miles per hour, and this was with maximum magnetic weakening. I've done many tries and I would obtain the same result each time. I was very surprised by the performance of the 50S batteries. They would not sag at all. Thanks to this, I could sustain 50-53 miles per hour with no problem. That is a very good performance.
The sky so far away tonight, but I can't lose this one candle bright of a falling night. Thought that I was fit to fight for us to be. You gave me life for loving me. Tell me where did we go so wrong?
I don't like the top display of the Commander Pro 50S. It feels very outdated by today's standards. The display is tiny and hard to look at when riding. Since this wheel is an upgrade to the standard Commander Pro, I think it's a missed opportunity to not replace it by an EX30 display instead. They put the rim of the EX30 on this wheel. I must say it's very special, it's wider than usual, and it's fully blue. I understand that blue was the color of the EX30, but on the Commander Pro 50S, it's not a fit. To me, the display and this rim color feel lazy from Extreme Bull. This wheel is supposed to be an upgrade, it feels like they're doing half of the job only. It's not a big deal in my opinion, these are small details. I'm just pushing it far in the perfection that I'm expecting from this wheel. As much as I like the magnetic weakening feature on this wheel, it still feels better in my opinion. First, the PWM will not work under this mode. I would have liked to be able to monitor it at 50 miles plus per hour. Considering you can reach 60 miles per hour and beyond, being able to monitor the PWM should be available, and currently is not the case. I don't trust fully the magnetic weakening on Bigot and Extreme Bull wheels. When I did a free spin, I got a weird bug. I was under maximum magnetic weakening with a value of 9. I performed the free spin and the wheel would never stop. So here I am, holding a very heavy wheel and wondering how I would stop this wheel. I have asked Bigot to explain about it and no answer as usual. I have also discussed this with two well-known riders that have alleged direct connection with Bigot, and they gave me opposite information. One told me that this is a well-known bug by Bigot and I should leave the magnetic weakening to up to 4 and 5, and the other one strongly disagreed and said that the magnetic weakening at 9 was perfectly fine. I honestly think that this free spin issue will not happen while riding. You can see it on the video. When I put the wheel down, it stopped. It also happened on the EX30 and it was fixed with a firmware update, so I have no doubt that it will be the same on this wheel. Personally, I continued using the magnetic weakening. Not because of the insane top speed it brings to the wheel, but just for the crazy acceleration power you get while on this mode. The added value for me is too big to ignore. So we went with what I like and don't like about this wheel. In conclusion, who is this wheel for? If you are looking for an electric unicycle that has power, speed and range, you might want to check out the Commander Pro 50S. The suspension of this EUC performs well, making the rides smooth and comfortable. The wheel looks really beautiful with its CNC parts, slightly updated versus the standard Commander Pro. The power and speed of this wheel are quite good. With the magnetic weakening, this wheel can reach rideable top speeds that are on par with the 168-volt wheels. If you are looking to get an EX30, I would get a Commander Pro 50S instead. This wheel is literally the finished product of the EX30. It has the same power, but a better suspension and a shell. If you already have a Commander Pro, should you upgrade to the 50S version? It's very difficult to answer this question. If you love your Commander Pro and you want to get the top of the top, absolutely yes. For me, it's impossible to ignore the new feature this wheel has. Once you tune in all the settings, the ride feel of the 50S is one of the best I had in any EUC. This wheel just sits at the top of the EUC food chain, period. I really invite riders to pay attention to Extreme Bull wheels, because wheel after wheel they keep producing well-balanced and powerful electric unicycles.